I grew up in a neighborhood grocery store in a small Missouri town in the United States. My grandfather started out as a butcher and grocery man, and my father followed in his footsteps. In the back room of that store, my grandfather would sit in his rocking chair, often with me on his lap, while waiting for customers who wanted a particular cut of meat. Later, my father inherited that chair, and I continued to spend many hours in that store, both in the back room and out front, where I bagged groceries and helped little old ladies take them out to their cars. But when my father passed away in 1981 and we closed the store, it was already one of a dying breed. You would be hard-pressed to find a neighborhood grocery store like that in the United States anymore. But not here in the Philippines. Here we have the Sari Sari store, an estimated 1.3 million of them in fact, and you can't take a short walk here without passing at least one or two or maybe three. So let's learn about them. The Tagalog word Sari Sari means variety, and these tiny stores certainly have that. A customer can buy a can of tuna, or in some instances a whole fish. You can buy a pack of cigarettes, or only one or two. You can buy a 2-liter bottle of soda, or just get a small drink served to you in a plastic bag with a straw. Beer and liquor are available, and if you need to keep your glass of beer cold in this tropical heat, you can buy a bag of ice cubes. I know, ice in my beer sounded pretty bad to me too, but hey, I'm getting used to it. My most recent purchase was a bottle of soy sauce, as chicken adobo is on our menu for tonight. Maybe you need a razor blade or a ballpoint pen. Yep, you can find that too. In short, they are part grocery store, part liquor store, part drugstore, and part convenience store, only on a small scale. And they are all family operated. Now the country does have sanitized Western-style convenience stores too. 7-Eleven and Alphamart are two of the more prominent ones, but it's the family-owned and operated Sari Sari store that has all the character. Neighbors stop by and will gather outside to swap the latest gossip or neighborhood news. And boy, is that a fast and efficient system. The government classifies these as microenterprises, but approximately 94% of Filipino consumers rely on them on a daily basis. For tiny businesses, that's huge. What's the downside of a Sari Sari store? Well, for one thing, it looks like a jail cell. You cannot actually enter one. Many are run out of the front portion of a house, so all you can do is step up to the small window and point to or ask for what you want. You're not going to comparison shop by holding two different food packages in your hands to determine which one has less sodium or fewer calories. Your only choice is this. Your choice is take it or leave it. So what is it like running a Sari Sari store? Well, I talked to an owner, so let's find out. Okay, I'm here with Marites, a Sari Sari store owner with her family, and we want to learn a little bit about the store and the Sari Sari business. So, Marites, how long have you had the Sari Sari store?
Maybe 8 years.
8 years, okay. And I've always wondered, because they're such a small store, where do the store owners get their products? Can they get them wholesale, or do they have to buy retail and then mark up?
From the market, wholesale.
Wholesale?
Yes.
Okay. And you have to buy a full case,
Yes.
and then, okay. Then, what about competition? There's Sari Sari stores all over the place. Does that make it difficult?
Yes, difficult. How about I give
She's giving it a cheaper
Then
like a 1 peso cheaper than the other
The
store.
store.
In order for her to get a lot of, we call it suki, people who purchase to her regularly.
Okay. And how do you staff? I know, but tell the viewers how you staff your store. The people to run the store.
Stop. Me and my family.
Family?
Yes.
Just the family.
family.
Usually, nanay, which is her, and tatay, who man the store. And sometimes, if they have something to attend to, that's the only time that we, her children, will man the store.
Okay. And what are your store hours?
6 to 9, maybe.
6
Or
in the
10.
morning?
6 a.m.
Yes, 6
To
a.m.
9
to
in the
9 or
evening.
10, yes.
Okay. Any days off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any days off.
Do you take any days off?
Wala naman, di ba? Every day open.
Okay.
24/7 open.
Okay.
The only time that we will close the store is if there's an occasion, like the New Year, we celebrated
Birthday.
or birthday, just a time. But we're open 24/7.
Okay. All right. Here's the biggie. If somebody you knew wanted to open a Sari Sari store, what advice would you give to them?
Advice ko.
Sige, can she speak in Tagalog and then I'll just translate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ano ba yung advice ko?
So gusto magbukas.
Kaya nga, paano ba? Paano ba sabihin ko?
Sige.
And if you said your advice was don't do it, I'll understand that too.
Yes. I-try nila na magbukas ng sari-sari store, but kailangan kompleto para puntahan ng tao. Ano?
Alright. So just do it. Open a Sari Sari store and then just try to make sure that everything will be
Need.
available because people needs like rice, like canned goods, salt, sugar. So you need to make sure that you have those stuff in order for your Sari Sari store to succeed.
Okay. It's Sari Sari store sounds like it's part grocery store, part drugstore, part liquor store. Yeah, what else? Just like about everything, right? Okay.
Soft drinks and frozen goods.
Okay.
Everything you can think of.
What are your best-selling items?
Rice.
Rice is life in the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay. What quantities do you sell?
Ano ba yung plus?
1 kilo to a sack of rice.
1 kilo to 25 kilos, half sack.
Tiny stores similar to this are a big part of my upbringing. My father's tiny store was nothing fancy, just like these. He had no electronic eye to sound when a person comes in the door. All he had was this. And I would hear that all day, every day, and it always reminded me that my father was nearby. So, long live the Sari Sari store. Farewell to the American neighborhood grocery store. I'll always love you, Dad.